back again. It's amazing. All these videos, all these reviews, I'm literally holding a baseball like this. All these reviews go onto YouTube. So at the moment, if you know the YouTube world, then you'll know that the lead up to Christmas, they do a thing called Vlogtober, all the influencers and all those sort of people. So obviously we're not doing that because we're not vlogging. But we're going to upload a product review every day, and we're going to call it Luxmas. That's how cool we are. So I'm going to do a product review every single day up until Christmas. They're all going IGTV under the little TV, and they'll all go onto YouTube. So whatever platform you prefer watching them on, you can view them there. But you get to see my face every day. So today, I think you guessed it, we're doing the Mulberry Bayswater. This is New Style. We are going to do a later comparison between New Style and Old Style, but this is the new one, which was redesigned by Johnny Coker. This particular leather is a smooth calf, which was used in the original advertising for this bag when it was first being released, but they never made in this tan. This is called tan, not oak. They never made large numbers. They were sold at sample sales only, obviously to sell through the ones they had made. But as a result, it is quite a difficult colourway to get. It's very similar to the oak, but it's sort of got more of a, I personally think it's got more of a chestnut like feel to it. And in the smooth calf, it gives it more matte colour. And there's obviously a uniform look to the leather, as it hasn't got any grain imprinted into it, and obviously it's not MVC, which tends to discolour, etc. in different parts. You won't get any scarring on this kind of leather, if you will. It's got the contrast light stitch. Like I said, the leather is very smooth. This particular example is immaculate condition. It's got the soft gold hardware as we know it now. Obviously, it was darkened a little bit, again, by Johnny Coker. It's not as soft as it used to be on the postman's locks, but it's still got the postman's lock. You've lost the tree and you gained the embossed Mulberry branding. Top handles, they did make a little bit longer. Don't know if anyone knows that. They made them slightly longer so they comfortably fit on a woman's shoulder. As a plus size human, they don't fit on my shoulder, but on an average woman, I suggest they do. Just a heads up, that's my personal opinion on the top handles. No other straps, etc. The sides famously pop in and you get a more square shape. It's as easy as that, literally popping them in. You get a more square, a more classic Bayswater shape, but the sides obviously aren't. On a normal Bayswater, the sides would be buckled like that, so you would again get a smaller shape, but these are open, so I guess you can fit more in them. They're more voluminous. I personally, just from our recommendations, if you're not using this and you own this bag and you're not using it for a long amount of time, I would suggest that you pull the sides out during storage, just so that this leather stays in tip-top condition. Because if you keep it always folded in, there will be creasing. As you see, it folds. It literally, the leather folds in. So if you keep it like that for years, it's just going to stay in that position. And when you do want to pull it out, it's just going to be, it's going to be a mess, kids. So there's no feet. I like the feet personally for the protection of the bottom of my bag. Just, you need to pull up a chair when you're eating in a restaurant with this bad boy. It's a regular size Bayswater. A lot of people get confused between the sizes. There's a Bayswater satchel, which is the smaller baby one with a crossbody. There was a Bayswater strap, which was slightly smaller than the regular Bayswater, but it had a strap connected to the back. Which is now discontinued. They have the regular Bayswater. For a period of time, they had the oversized Bayswater, which was discontinued. And then they have the Piccadilly, which is the travel luggage piece, which is the giant. Bayswater, which is one of my top 5 bags of all time. So this is the regular size Bayswater in the smooth tan. The inside is suede lined. So they got rid of the microfiber that everyone hates, and they made it, they took it back to the suede. This was part of the process in minimalising the hardware, so taking the feet off, making the postman lock one-sided, etc., is to get rid of that weight so that they could reinstate suede, etc., so it wasn't as heavy on your shoulder. That's my stuffing again. I like to keep my bag stuffed, and I recommend that you do keep your bag stuffed at home. Keeping your bag stuffed will keep them in shape, and we all love a shapely bag. We don't want a flat pancake bag with creasing, etc. Always stuff your bags if you can. If you don't have the space, there are other options, bags as in bags, etc. But dust bags are advised also to keep them protected them from scratching or denting. You've got the mulberry gold leaf again, as seen on other bags. The inner zip pocket and the 2 slip pockets. The whole bag is lined in suede. Our example is a particularly immaculate one. I would say as close as you can get to as new without having tags on it. But that is just a rough overview of the Mulberry Bayswater New Style. The old one they're calling Heritage now, and they make in limited colours, etc. And this one is the one they're using going forward, and it is beautiful, beautiful, a beautiful everyday bag, work bag. You can fit a laptop, you can fit paperwork, you can fit everything you need to fit in it. Another thing they lost, last point I will make because I'm rambling, is on the Heritage Bayswaters, you may be aware, may not be aware, but the edges are piped. And one of the main flaws in a Bayswater is where you do put it on the floor is the piping always went on the corners. And to have that replaced, even if it's just one corner, they would have to do the whole bag, which is a costly experience. It still is. So they took away the piping, and now you've just got a smooth inked edge. So yes, Mulberry Bayswater. Once again, this one is available to buy. It's slightly more than we normally retail Bayswaters for, because of its sample nature, and because it was used in the original promo for the New Style Mulberry Bayswater. So it's a little bit more. I'll put prices and links in the description box. When I say description box, I am talking about the YouTube description box. If anyone has any questions on IGTV stories, they can just quickly DM me and I'll give them everything they need to know, including dimensions, price, etc. Retail on these now are, I probably should look this up before I start doing a video, but well over 1,000 and going up yearly. Mulberry Bayswater, thank you.